These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Aloha GDM family and race fans. Welcome back to GryphonSoul Diecast MotorSports and episode 8 of the Totem Warz. Last episode, we saw some of the best racing of this series thus far, including the dethroning of the Queen and the rise of our new king when Variant took down a long-reigning Priestess. How long will the reign of Variant last? You have to watch every upcoming episode and find out. But I'm predicting a long reign for Variant and his Kodachrome Chimera. Now, I know you missed the Totem Wars last week, so I hope today's episode will make up for it. First of all, we're going to switch things up a little bit by having the Totem drivers run the ranks and see if they can make a move up the Totem ranks. Because today we have not 2, but 3 challengers. And of course, they have to get past the Guardians first. So it's going to be the Totem Driver Shakedown up first, then the Guardian Challenge, and then the Totem Driver Challenge. Bit of extra racing for you to make up for last week's absence. Today's challengers are Mad Sweeney of Hardcore Poetic Racing, Grateful Sam of Intent Adult Diecast Racing, and Dr. Z from Zamax Speed Shop, who has recently participated in our Aloha Invitational Pro-Am and decided to stick around on the island for a little bit and have his hand at the Totem Wars. A victory against the Guardians takes them to the Totem Drivers' Den, where they'll challenge the Totem ranks, starting with the 10th place driver and race on until defeated. And this is where we're kicking it off. We got Ragin' Ricky at the hot seat and Jabo in the number 9. They're up first. I'm sure Priestess is going to be looking to get back at Variant.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Ragin' Ricky out of Oregon Outcast Racing, up against Jabo of Dog Squad Racing. And the challenger on the outside, as always, for the Totem Shakedown. And there's the green, they're gone down the divided straight in the Crater Corner. Jabo's leading into Calamity Corners. Comes out with a good line around the Temple Turn. Ragin' Ricky not too far behind. But it's going to be Jabo taking the win and retaining that number 9. Leaving Ragin' Ricky on the hot seat. Jabo gets to go up against number 8th place as Simon Blaine driving Shuriken. Let's see if that Shelby's got an answer for that Subaru. And he takes the lead down the divided straight, but Simon takes over in the pipeline, leading him through Calamity Corners, but Jabo's right on his bumper. Looked for a pass in the Temple Turn, didn't quite get it. Oh, and he just flipped over on the final straight. But Simon was already crossing that line. Oh, the fence. Somebody needs to write like an ode to the fence or something. You know, it's like the Idrisil of the OMR. All right, with that victory, Simon Blaine gets to take on the next driver in line, and that is Jai Ito and the Bronze Tiger, Ferrari 308. Jai has not had very good luck lately. Let's see if he can turn it around. He takes the lead down the divided straight, leading in the pipeline through Calamity Corners. And oh! And there went Jai. And Simon's going to take over that position with a 777. That was lucky for him, 777s. Not so lucky for Jai Ito and the Bronze Tiger as they sit lava-caked at the bottom of the ravine. Well, I hope no lava starts filling in that ravine. That could be detrimental, to say the least, for any driver falling in there. And, there it goes. He just lost it. Hit that inside wall right there, the retaining wall. Barrel rolls. almost halfway through the temple turn, takes a couple hops and bops, and sayonara. And that's going to give Simon Blaine the chance to move up, but he's going to have to take out Racing Rick of Rick's Diecast Racing driving Firebrand. There's the green and they're off. They're even down the divided straight. And now Rick takes over in the pipeline, leading through Calamity Corners. Nice line, holds it through the temple turn, gets a little drifty. Oh, and Simon's down in the cavern turn. And yep, there he be. Didn't even make it out of the cavern. And that means Ricky gets to take on Suki Kyoto. And yes, I know I had those switched around the driver pictures there, but you know what it is. So Suki on the inside, the Challenger Racing Rick on the outside, takes the noselead into divided straight, but Suki takes over in the Calamity Corners. Oh, it loses it on the exit. And damn it, if Rick couldn't get past her, runs right into her ass end. And they are both lava caked into Temple Turn. That shuts them both down. So we're going to move to our next two drivers, which is Morgan Stark and Thunder Girl. Thunder Girl been making a lot of noise here in the Totem Den. And that's because she shot up from that 10th place all the way up to where she is now in 4th. Morgan takes the lead down the divided straight. And look at the pass right there by Thunder Girl going into Calamity Corners. Is she crazy? She might be, but she's got the lead. And she's got the win. And she's got Morgan Stark's 3rd place. Wow. No sub 7 second time, but she definitely got the job done. What a great and crazy pass right there. Got a little bumpy, scraping the side of Morgan, but wow. Good job for Thunder Girl in that Buick Wildcat. Now she gets to go up against number 2 driver. Yes, I said number 2 driver. Priestess in that 935 Porsche. There's the green there. They go down the divided straight into the crater corners. And it's Priestess leading into the Calamity Corners. They both come out clean around the temple turn. Priestess got up on the wall a little bit. And oh, it just ran. I swear she ran Thunder Girl off the road and took out a couple spectators in the process. Wow. Almost as bad as when Cut Rocker there in the Aloha Invitational Pro-Am did almost that same thing, but he didn't have no help. Thunder Girl had a lot of help. Look at right there. You see Priestess is saying, no way are you getting up here on me. And shut her down with a rudeness. We're going to get the emergency crews out there, get those people taken care of, get Thunder Girl's car back in the garage, and make sure she's all right. But now Priestess is going to go up against Variant, the king of the totem. Number 1 ranked totem driver took out Priestess last week. And Priestess is looking to get that back. And there they go. Variant takes the lead down the pipeline. Priestess falling back. Oh, he got a little light going through Calamity Corner exit. Spins out. Oh, probably not a good idea to spin out right there and do any showboating, especially when you got a speeding Porsche coming at you.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Hot damn, that was some hot racing by the Totem drivers. Now, most of the drivers held their rank, but a couple made a move. Simon Blaine took 7th place back from Jai Ito after losing it in the last episode, and in spectacular fashion, Thunder Girl took down Morgan Stark, moving Thunder into 3rd place. That was followed up with an ass-clinching battle between Priestess and Variant. Priestess tried to get her #1 spot back, but Variant slammed the door on her. But she'll get another run at Variant later on in the program. Now it's time for the Guardian challenges, so let's check in on our first matchup. Our first matchup is going to be Mad Sweeney from Hardcore Poetic Racing in a 2018 Copo Camaro weighing 53.8 grams. And he's up against Guardian DeJin of Spectre Racing driving Harbinger, a Corvette C7 Z06 weighing 52.4 grams. Alright, here we go with our first Guardian challenge. Mad Sweeney on the outside and DeJin on the inside. She takes a lead down the pipeline in the Calamity Corners. Oh, and flips out on the exit, and there goes Mad Sweeney taking advantage of that, as a lot of drivers had, as DeJin has been quite consistent in the crashing of that corner. That's 1 up for Mad. Now we're going to switch lanes. Mad's on the inside now. Should make his job a lot easier to get in front of DeJin. But DeJin takes the lead down the divided straight. Mad takes it back. They're door to door as they entered Calamity Corners. And DeJin's in the lead now. Mad's right on. Oh, they're door to door again. And wow! He almost got her, but she had just a little more horsepower and pushed past him. That was a great race right there. She took the lead through Calamity Corners. Got a little crazy there, probably a little too much power to get that lead, but got it back under control. But Mad's right on her bumper. And then he gets side by side with her. That's a good race. And look how close they were, just by a fender. And then DeJin puts the block on him, says, I didn't want you to win. And DeJin had the faster time, so she's back on the inside. Mad needs to get it done from the outside. DeJin saying, not this time, as she makes it through Calamity Corners. And across the finish line, not very far ahead of Mad Sweeney, but that's going to shut him down and end his chances. Our next challenger is a Dr. Z from Zamax Speed Shop in a 97 Corvette weighing 62.7 grams. He's going up against Guardian Roland Long, a GDM Racing Team driver in Untamed, a Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy weighing 64 grams. Dr. Z is going to start on the outside for the first race. Rolling in that I-Pace. Just takes the lead down the pipeline, but Dr. Z right on his bumper, not giving him a chance. Oh, and Roland's off in wherever in the cavern turn. And Dr. Z says thank you for that, as he takes the win on the first race. And where is Roland? He ain't rolling, that's for sure. Didn't sound like he was rolling after that. And oh, he got the wedgie. The lava wedgie. All right, we're going to switch lanes. And Dr. Z has the one-up advantage right now. And he's on the inside. So let's see if he can take advantage of that. He's taking the lead in the Calamity Corners. Looking good. Leaving Roland back behind. Oh, no! Oh no, did he just give himself a wedgie too? Is that going to be a new thing for the OMR? No, he made it a little further down into the cavern. But that's going to tie him up, so we got to go to race 3. Dr. Z had the faster time. He's got the inside. Let's see if he can make it work. There they go, dead even, down the divided straight. But Dr. Z takes over from the pipeline through Calamity Corners, comes out clean. Can they both make it through Leaky in the cavern turn? Oh, he does, but he spins. But he's got that win. Oh! And a little howdy-do nudge there by Roland. Closing out our Guardian Challenge today is Grateful Sam of Intent Adult Diecast Racing, driving Beachcomber, a Porsche 911 GT3 weighing 64.6 grams. He's up against Guardian CT Hunter from Dragon Coast Racers, driving Arkachan, a Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR LBWK weighing 60.8 grams. Hunter's got the inside for the first race. Grateful Sam on the outside and Beachcomber. There's the green. There they go. Grateful Sam had a little bit of a lead for a second. Hunter's got the lead now going through Calamity Corners. But Grateful Sam all over him, trying to get him to spin out so he can get around him. Got up alongside him, and then both of them spin out on the final straight. And neither one of them are going to get a win on that first race. So we go to race 2, switching lanes. There's the green and they're off. Sam takes the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corners. Makes it out clean. Heading for the cavern turn. And he's across the finish line with a 7:01. And there goes Hunter. In this case, it's not better late than never. All right, switch back lanes. Hunter on the inside. Let's see. He has to get a better time than Sam, and that's not going to happen because he just wiped out. Sam's trying to push past him. He got around him. And, oh no! Oh no! Sucked into the ravine. I wonder if there's like a vacuum thing going on there from all the volcanic activity and just sucking cars in at that point. It's like a vortex.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
The Totem Wars are proudly sponsored by Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all your munchie needs, Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers is where everyone on the island goes. From their 28 varieties of deep-fried pickle chips and specialty burgers, including the Spam King Burger, to create your own menus. Serving 1 or 100, dine in or delivered, Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers says, no worries. Everyone knows Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers can't kelp but be good. Okay, here we go. We got 2 challengers, one in the totem ranks, and because of the totem drivers already had their shakedown at the top of the show, we're going to have one challenger take their run at the totem drivers and see how far up the ranks they can go. And then the next challenger will take on the totem drivers, starting with the 10th place driver, and we'll see how far they can get. And then wherever the final challengers end up, the totem drivers will pick up the action from there. Let's go to the top and get them rolling. All right, Raging Rick from Oregon Outcast in the number 10 lava seat. Up against Grateful Sam, he takes the lead down the divided straight. Leading into Calamity Corners, Sam's nowhere in the picture. There he comes, I just saw him in the temple turn. Oh! Rick got up on the wall, but it wasn't enough to slow him down to allow Sam to get past him. Sam will be back in the garage. Now it's Dr. Z's turn. Dr. Z with an impressive run in the Guardian Challenge. Let's see if he can get into the ranks of the Totem. Right now, Raging Ricky is saying, hell no. But they are bumper to bumper. Oh, and Dr. Z just lost it right there. He spun out, coming down Leaky Leaky Road. He did get across the finish line, but he's not going to win the challenge. So Raging Ricky's going to try to get off that hot seat and put it back on J-Bo. Let's see if J-Bo has anything else to say about that. Dead even down the divided straight, but J-Bo takes over in the pipeline, makes it through Calamity Corner, and here comes Ricky. Tried to scoop him and pit maneuver him. Oh, that was so close. But J-Bo barely got a bumper over that line just before Raging Ricky. Wow, that was a close one. All right, J-Bo going for Jaito's spot now. Jaito said, I don't think... Oh, well, he didn't think so. But he puts a stop to J-Bo as well. No, there goes that vortex again. That lava vortex just sucking drivers down into that ravine. Wow. Wonder if the dragon has anything to do with that too, maybe. Possibly. But that ends both of their chances to move up into Totem. And now we got Simon Blaine taking on Racing Ricky. Racing Rick makes it through Calamity Corners, gets a little high on the exit. But he is flying across that line. And Simon, nowhere to be seen. What happened with Simon? Oh, he just decided to park over. Maybe needs to make some visit to the temple right there. So he pulled over. All right, Racing Rick going up against Suki Kyoto in that Nissan Treadpool. Does not want to lose any more spots. They both make it through Calamity Corners. Rick slowed down with that slide. Suki's across the line. Rick's across the line in second. So Suki's going to hold her spot. Rick stays where he is. Better than falling down in ranks. Suki Kyoto facing off against Morgan Stark. Morgan don't want to give it up, but Suki sure in the hell would love for her to lose it. Right here. Oh, gets a little bumper action right there. Suki trying. Oh, she got up alongside her in the temple turn, but couldn't make the pass. And Morgan races on and leaves Suki right there. I was going to say, I don't know what happened to Suki. She was right there, and then all of a sudden she wasn't. Morgan Stark wants that position back from Thunder Girl. This is the time to do it. There's the green. They're down the divided straight, dead even until Thunder Girl takes over in the pipeline. Through Calamity Corners, gets a little high, but still rolling. Here comes Morgan. Thunder Girl across the finish line. Oh! And I don't know what she hit right there, but it brought her to a very abrupt, dead stop. But now she gets to go up against Priestess again. We've seen this in the first half of the show. Let's see if she can make the move this time. Takes a lead on the divided straight, but Priestess takes over in the pipeline. Bumper to bumper through Calamity Corners. That's very dangerous as they go down Leaky Leaky Road now. Priestess spins out and ow. I give you two guesses what just happened to Thunder Girl. Defense. Defense. There we go. Bap! And zoom. And look at that. Wow. Oh, poor spectators. Probably not a good idea to be that close to the track, because that wall is not going to stop a 2-ton car flying at 200 miles an hour from smashing your ass. But that's what happened. Priestess holds on to her spot. Now she's going to try to take back number one from Variant. There they go. Variant immediately takes a lead. going down the pipeline into Calamity Corners. Whoa, gets a little high, allowing Priestess to catch up. She's on his bumper. She's side by side in the camera turn. Couldn't make the pass. Variant's going to hold on to number 1, and Priestess still our number 2 driver.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Hell's bells rang and drivers kicked ass. Welcome back to the booth. Sweeney almost had his challenge locked up in the second race, but DeGen barely got a bumper ahead of him at the line and then finished shutting him down in the third race. Dr. Z and Roland traded blows and wins the first 2 races, but Dr. Z was able to hold the lead on that third lap and earned a run at the totem. Whoa, Grateful Sam and CT Hunter bashed it out with the Mountain, and I have to say the Mountain got the better side of both of them. But Sam was the only one to clock in a time out of the 3 races, so he got a ticket to the show. It was a double-edged sword for Ragin' Ricky today, as he had to hold off both challengers so he wouldn't be the one heading back to the garage. Instead, he sent Dr. Z and Grateful Sam back to the garage and into the rotation for next season. Ragin' Ricky was a fender away from putting J-Bo back on the hot seat, but J-Bo blocked him out at the line for a nail-biter win. And then J-Bo crashed out along with Jai Ito, ending both of their runs. Racing Ricky, Suki, and Morgan all held their positions, but not able to make a move up the ranks. And then Priestess battled to get the number 1 rank back from Variant, but despite the great battle between them, she remains at number 2 under Variant and his Kodachrome Jamera. We are closing in on the end of Season 2 of the Totem Wars. Just a couple more episodes left. If you want in on future Totem Wars events, send in your entries, and keep in mind, these entries are not meant to be returned, but will continue to participate in future Totem Wars events. Also, if you have an entry in the Aloha Invitational, you can also request that your Pro Car be entered in the Totem Wars, just like Dr. Z did. You can let me know in the event comments, email me at gdmracing1@gmail.com, or message me on the GDM Facebook page. But keep in mind the weight of your car. The Totem drivers' cars weigh in from 52 to 65 grams. If you're under that, you won't have a good day. I recommend 60 to 65 gram entries for the Totem Wars to have a good race and give yourself a fair chance. Well, the sun is setting over the OMR, and that brings us to the close of this broadcast. I hope you enjoyed the racing and the broadcast in whole. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please click that thumbs up, leave your comments, share the GDM channel, and if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Until the next race, may the spirit of Aloha fill your days and nights, share a smile with someone, and always keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.